So good evening, everyone. After 2 days, eight consecutive sessions, and 42 something like speakers addressed to now. Now we are the last in this year's Thessaly AgriBusiness Forum to close with a high-level discussion supposed to be Thessaly meets the world. In this panel, it will be the governor of Thessaly, my very dear friend Demetrios Kouretas, and we are also honored to be with us the ambassador of Azerbaijan, Mr. Mammadov, the ambassador of Kazakhstan. Dear Timur, it's a bit difficult, your name, so I cannot follow, your surname. The ambassador of Bangladesh, Her Excellency Ms. Shumona, and as co-moderator will be with me Mr. Papagiannidis, who has spent, his life during these days. So, dear Mr. Kouretas, the floor is yours. It's about to open the speech, and then we will have, as you have already experienced to now, several rounds of discussion, and it will be mainly about the cooperation and the potential cooperation between Thessaly and the countries in reference. So, Mr. Kouretas, the floor is yours. Thank you.
First of all, I would like to say a very big thank for all the people from abroad, and I want to express my gratitude and my respect to you, but I will not speak in English because I respect the local people and the mother language of our people. So for this reason, I will speak in Greek, because it is, for me, it's very important to have my mother language, even though I don't have any problem in English, and you know that, but I will speak in Greek. So please forgive me, okay? So, yeah.
So the first question, it is that we are in Thessaly. It is the biggest terrain of the agricultural production of the country. During these the previous sessions, we have experiences. What are the challenges and the opportunities? Now, talking from your side, it is good also now the ambassadors to see what is the current status of Thessaly and how you are experiencing now the region in the very last 2 years now, or approximately 2 years. You are governor. What have been the challenges in the agri-food sectors, and what are your near future plans in order to make Thessaly coming back again?
First of all, thank you very much for all of you who are still here. And let me tell you that when someone is expressing himself in a common place, then one should be, of course, respectful to everybody. I'm very happy that we have people joining us, people who come from other countries of the world. Only if we have fruitful discussions we can move forward. Thessaly region is something quite different, also combined with the rest northern southern part of this region. Thessaly gains around 30% of its primary sector, 40% of its GDPR. So that means that, of course, there is a certain point of exclusivity, so to say, dependence from this primary sector. Thessaly is a region that will never face issues of hunger, and because this region is dependent on agriculture, then people will be able to produce more. If you compare this region to other ones, other regions of Greece, then these regions find themselves in a worse place. The region of Larissa, the municipality of Larissa, compared to the municipality of Ceres, their GDP is 5% compared to 3% of the Ceres municipality. So there is quite some difference. Now, let's map out where do people gain this advantage? What could we export more? How could we add more value to our products? That is all to start this conversation. And Thessaly has around 3 out of 10 billion euros that are being produced. First sector that, of course, contributes to it is the feta cheese. Then we have the olives, table olives, cotton, almonds, different fruits, peach. All of those products have an important influence in Greece and abroad. Some time ago, there was a discussion, and we listened to some people on the TV discussing about what's been happening with sheeppox and the vaccine against it, and how this will influence the production of feta cheese. When we were to create this vaccine, no one was actually speaking against it. Now we have people speaking against it. Greece actually exports around 58 million tons. So the exports of Thessaly region are actually very well placed, and we need to work on certain topics. We need to take advantage of certain resources that concerns us looking in the rest of the world. So we need to work on our openness. And I believe that all the efforts that we are doing for the certification of all of those products is very important. We have filed 12 different applications of products that come from Thessaly, that are produced in Thessaly. All of those are submitted to the Ministry of Agriculture Development. And I believe that the experts of Thessaly are at a good level right now, and they can move forward, increase, if we invest further, if we have more added value. A few examples to conclude my remarks. We see the maturization of certain things in other countries when we move from agriculture to the provision of services. We have many examples for this. If we really are interested in actually coming closer to the value of agriculture in our land and into its exports, then we need to read more about countries that have actually been through the agricultural transition, and agriculture needs to move forward. For example, New Zealand. New Zealand was a country which in 1980 had only one client, the UK. They exported milk and milk. The UK, once they joined the former EU, they didn't no longer need New Zealand. And New Zealand, of course, went bankrupt. 10 years went by in order for that country to move forward. Here, 15 years have gone by, but in order for Greece to move forward, it also needs for its people to be willing to do that. But we don't see willingness from the people. We're talking about farming, animal breeding. And imagine, in New Zealand, for quite some years now, there is a cooperative that all cow owners are members of. They produce so much milk that they cover 80% of the global milk supply. We've read stories and we've seen stories about people being able to follow on the specific cow that produces a specific milk. They have new technologies, so they're really ahead of us. When are we going to do that? When are we going to take those steps? We might never do this, but who knows? Really, Greece needs to take advantage of all that it has. Thank you very much. Let's now
I just thanked
move
the governor
forward.
of Thessaly for the snapshot of the region of Thessaly in which you are, and you may have not appreciated fully the description of Greece of Thessaly as an image, as a mirror image of what has been achieved in New Zealand. But when in Greece, and the three of you have been watching Greece evolve in the last period of time, we always try to find a way to be critical upon ourselves, but also to build some kind of optimism. This description is one such case, and I would now ask Ambassador Shumona to make to us an initial comment, but maybe, and this is something that I will also ask the other ambassadors, just a question either in the beginning or in the final part of your paper. Where do you think that Greece is in the map for your country, for an inhabitant of your country? And a follow-up to that, have you ever met, not in Greece, a Greek product, some kind of Greek produce? You have the floor.
Kalispera. Good evening. In my language, Shubho Sandhya. I would like to thank you, Mr. Moderator, for giving me this opportunity. I'm very honored, Mr. Yanis, for inviting me. And sitting with the governor of Thessaly region, it means something for a woman from Bangladesh. it is something very important and very memorable for me. Thank you so much. I would like to first tell my feeling about Greece. In Bangladesh, when we were little, we read about the mythologies. So Greece is a dream for many of us. My sister just arrived on Saturday, and she was telling me while we were driving back to my home that I never thought I would be able to come to Athens one day. So this is what Greece to Bangladeshis. 35,000 Bangladeshis, they live in Greece. Mostly, they work in the agricultural sector. You go to Manolada and you will find about 15,000 plus Bangladeshis toiling in the strawberry fields. You go to Crete Island, you go to Kalamata, everywhere Bangladeshis are working here. They are tending the strawberry plants, they are harvesting olives, and they are doing, in between the cropping seasons, they are growing vegetables. So, and the first Greek product, I believe that when I was very young, I went to UK following my husband there. And I think the first time I tasted Kalamata olives there. And since we are talking about olives and olive oil, Greece exports about 41 million plus US dollar worth of goods to Bangladesh, mostly olive oil, olives, and I think cotton. And from Bangladesh, it is about 17 million US dollar worth of goods Greece imports. So the deficit is on our side. Excellencies, honored academics, distinguished policy leaders, ladies and gentlemen, and the sisters I have met today. Again, I would like to say again, Mr. Yanis, that I'm very honored to be part of this event. Historically, Bangladesh is an agrarian country. It is a massively growing population that pushed us to develop the agriculture sector through research, training, and diversification. We wanted food security, and our journey in securing food for us is a story of resilience, innovation, and inclusive policy. We are very vulnerable to climate change. We learned that food security cannot be achieved without climate-resilient agriculture, and that resilience must be built from the ground up. In Bangladesh, agriculture employs nearly 40% of our workforce and contributes around 12% of our GDP. Today, when I came to Larissa, the beautiful city, for the first time, the first stop was the mayor's office. The honorable mayor and the deputy mayor welcomed me, and we had a very nice discussion. And this event, the future of Thessaly agriculture in the green and digital era. And they told me they need workers. They need agricultural workers. So I was able to inform them in Bangladesh we have a state-run employment agency which has a huge database with names of workers with different skill sets, which we will be happy to facilitate for the Thessaly region to pick and choose the workers, and we will be working with the Ministry of Immigration to bring them here in Greece on workers' visa. And also Bangladesh has an MOU to bring 4,000 Bangladeshi workers every year to work in Greece for 3 years to 5 years. And depending on their skill and if the employers want to retain them, the visa can be extended. So I would like to add a little bit more about that. We have many new technologies because Bangladesh is a small country. We have 180 million people living there. We don't have much open space to cultivate. So we do different type of farming. These are innovative, these are very high-tech, we use high-yielding varieties, and we will be very happy to share our knowledge with the Thessaly region. So I'm here if I would like to, I would be very happy to answer any questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ambassador. May I ask, may I raise an issue, since I have the microphone and I'm a journalist, to you, yes. I've been reading in the Greek press that our government considers that the methods of employing foreign workers, especially in the primary sector, are maturing. Of course, you're a diplomat, and you'll give me a diplomatic answer, but in your country, do you feel that this kind of cooperation is upgraded and that the way in which your laborers come over to Greece have gotten better and better these last years?
Actually, from Bangladesh, the start of workers' migration started about 30 years back. And that time they came to Greece using a very different and difficult route. And for the last 10 years or so, I'm not unhappy to admit that many Bangladeshis tried to come to Greece through the very, very troubling and nightmarish sea route. Many perished. So from us, we always tell that you don't go to Greece using any other means. Trust us, and we have this agreement in place, and we will ensure that if you want to come to Greece, you can come legally and work there, live a better life.
Thank you for that. Maybe we'll come back to it later on. And now I'm shifting to Ambassador Sultangozhin. I hope I haven't killed too much of your name for your first comments, and if you wish also to reply to my question, the issue I raised, does Greece exist in the map when I am a Kazakh citizen?
Well, first of all, thank you, Mr. Moderator. Thank you, dear Yanis, for arranging this wonderful event. It was a long journey today from Athens, a 4-hour drive. And it gave us an opportunity actually to see, while we were driving, the vast farms, crops, fields that actually highlight what the governor of the Thessaly region has previously mentioned. And we saw for our eyes that about 40% of the GDP indeed of this region is being produced by the agro sector. That brings me to another important link that our dear friend Yanis has made previously in Athens by arranging a forum on the transportation. That is correct and right logic of arranging the forums in this way, as I was today approached by one owner of a company that produces organic wines in Greece. And one of the questions was, how is the transportation, how do we transport the goods between our states? I think this is very important and crucial, and this is something that we should also always keep in mind, that the distances between the countries also need to be shortened by all means to help the agro-producers deliver their goods. Well, I have a long speech here prepared by my dear colleague over here, but perhaps I will just make a few comments ad hoc. As the name of the session is called Thessaly Meets the World, I have did some of my investigation while driving here to Larissa. What I found is that Kazakhstan and Greece share practically the same rating spot in the Global Food Security Index. While Greece is number 31, Kazakhstan is on the 32nd place. That leads to a conclusion that in fact a lot of products share the very same quality. And here I would like to say that Greek products, and Mr. Moderator, this is partly an answer to your question, whether you can find the goods of Greek origin on the shelves in the supermarkets in Kazakhstan. Yes, you can. Mostly these are olives, olive oil, and some of the feta cheese. Unfortunately, the variety is quite scarce and it's quite small. And this is something that I have come here to Larissa to discuss this with the potential business people who would be willing and interested to enter the market of Kazakhstan. Greek products in Kazakhstan are known for their excellent quality, for the superb quality. Another issue, of course, is the formation of the price once these products reach the market of Kazakhstan. This is something that was also discussed with some of the Greek agricultural companies, that potentially by creating joint ventures between Kazakh and Greek companies, we could access through Kazakhstan a huge market of about 180 million people, creating, let's say, Greek design, but let's say made in Kazakhstan with Greek design. This is something that we are right now discussing with some of the companies, cannot disclose details. This is a business confidentiality right now, but hopefully we'll see some of the Greek design products in Kazakhstan using the Greek technology. One more thing I would like to just mention, that of course Kazakhstan on its part can also offer a lot to the Greek market. I know that in last few years we have exported a number of wheat and grain and barley to Greece, and Kazakhstan's wheat is one of the top shelf quality in the world. We are in top 10 producers of wheat and grain. Basically, we are the breadbasket of our region. And there is a potential interest in Greece to import this high-quality grain and wheat. And this is something that we could also work on and perhaps not limit ourselves to that. There are many, many other issues where we can cooperate, specifically with the Thessaly, that our regions share very similar climatic zones. Kazakhstan is a huge country. We are 9th territory in the world. We have different climate zones, including those suitable to grow olive trees. So perhaps I will stop here, and if you have questions, I'm more than ready to answer. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador. May I also pick out of your quite extensive pointing to us of areas of possible cooperation, the notion of joint ventures, which is a very interesting weapon, or rather, should I say, tool, to jointly open up fields of joint interest. And now over to Ambassador Mammadov of Azerbaijan. Once more, my initial potential question or nudge. Azerbaijan is known to us through many ways, provider of energy, in the outskirts of our view towards Asia, also in a recent peace effort with a neighbor, which can always be a nice example of coexistence. But does Greece exist to the eyes of an Azeri citizen?
Yeah. Good evening, Kalispera everyone. Again, I would like to start by thanking organizer, Mr. Balakakis, for inviting us. It is an honor to join such a distinguished audience and to be here with you. Replying first to your question, of course, I guess it will be very difficult to find a person, not only in Azerbaijan, but in a world, who is exposed to the modern education, who doesn't know about Greece. Because history of Greece is a global history, by the way. You enter to the school, because I remember I was learning about Greece in my school years, right? Who doesn't know about Greek mythology? Who doesn't know about Greek philosophy? I guess everyone knows it. The revelation for me about Greece was when I arrived here. You know, my introduction or my exposure to the excellent Greek products can be seen from my belly. You know, I tried unsuccessfully to hide it, but it is not possible. You have excellent products here. And it's not only about feta cheese, but also about your tomatoes, it's about your fruits, etc., etc. So it's very difficult to stop yourself from eating them. So that tells a lot about your agricultural products.
An applied comment, yeah.
And of course, you can find lots of Greek products in Azerbaijani supermarkets, I guess. Of course, it's about olive oil, olives, and feta cheese. By the way, we have 2 Greek restaurants operating in Baku, in the capital of Azerbaijan, and I guess they offer good quality Greek products. Smoothly going to the speech of mine, I would like to start by mentioning the bilateral trade foundations between Azerbaijan and Greece. It is our trade relations are growing steadily. In the first 6 months of 2025, it was around $400 million. And it is, if we compare it to the same period of 2024, it is around 8% increase. However, 94% of this trade is about Azerbaijani exports. And as you understand why it is the case, because Azerbaijan exports energy products to Greece. But I believe that the dynamism that exists between our economies shows that our economies are ready to expand this relationship beyond the energy sector, including to agriculture and agri-food sectors. And actually, the institutional and legal and political framework is in place for expanding our relationship. Because in June 2024, Azerbaijan or Baku hosted the 8th forum or 8th session of the Intergovernmental Economic Committee between Azerbaijan and Greece. And there in Baku, our government signed an action plan which covers multiple areas of cooperation, including agriculture, rural development, agricultural research, and agri-food trade. And the action plan provides a framework for joint projects and exchange of expertise. And this institutional framework complements the 2014 bilateral agreement on cooperation in agricultural field between our governments, which already covers crop production, viniculture, animal husbandry, seed development, pest and veterinary services. So together these agreements create a robust legal foundation for Thessaly and Azerbaijan to deepen practical partnerships. And when I talk about the political backing to our cooperation, just a few days ago, Prime Minister Mitsotakis and President Aliyev of Azerbaijan met on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly in New York. The 2 leaders reconfirmed actually the dynamic political consultation going on between Azerbaijan and Greece, and emphasized the need to expand our relationship beyond the energy sector, including in agriculture. And I guess I'm one of the few ambassadors here in Greece who can boast with the fact that the leaders met not once but twice during the last year, because the first meeting between our leaders happened in Baku last year within COP29. So in my humble opinion, I have also prepared lots of, let's say, areas which could be a potential for cooperation between Thessaly, especially Thessaly and Azerbaijan. I would like to mention them with your permission. So first of all, I guess the first one is a common agricultural strength, because Thessaly is rightly known as a breadbasket of Greece, producing cotton, wheat, apples, and the world-famous feta cheese. Azerbaijan, too, is a producer of cotton, a traditional crop in our rural economy. So this shared expertise creates natural synergies in areas such as crop research, irrigation, and sustainable cotton value chains. Then knowledge and technology transfer. Both Thessaly and Azerbaijan face the challenge of water scarcity. Thessaly has developed strong expertise in cultivating drought-resistant crops such as wheat, cotton, and legumes, while Azerbaijan is advancing digital irrigation and drought-tolerant varieties. By exchanging this expertise, these experiences, we can strengthen food security and climate resilience together. Also, both Azerbaijan and Thessaly have built strong capacities in greenhouse cultivation. Azerbaijan is scaling up modern complexes and digital monitoring systems, while Thessaly combines advanced research projects with significant national investments in modernization. These are complementary strengths. Together, we can co-learn in areas like digital control, energy and water efficiency, and the commercial scaling of smart greenhouses. This partnership will not only help both sides expand their production, but also make greenhouse farming more resilient and sustainable in the face of climate change. Actually, there is also a successful example when we are talking about the greenhouse, let's say, stuff. There is a successful example of cooperation between Greece and Azerbaijan, because there is a company named Crete Plastica. They provide greenhouse solutions in Azerbaijan, and so they are already active in Azerbaijan for 10 years. So this is proof that Greek agri-tech can thrive in our climate, and that joint ventures in modern farming infrastructure are practical and profitable. Green transition is another area. Both our countries are investing in the sustainability agenda. We are seeing growing adoption of organic farming, legal reforms and projects to harmonize our organic product standards. In parallel, Azerbaijan's renewable power sector is expanding, and we are exploring how to extend those renewables into agricultural processing as well. Thessaly is aligning with the EU Green Deal. Together, we can pilot joint projects that demonstrate how green agriculture improves competitiveness, not just compliance. Agri-food plus tourism. Both Thessaly and Azerbaijan have strong culinary identities. Dairy and wine in Thessaly, pomegranate, tea and honey in Azerbaijan. Linking gastronomy with tourism creates added value. Visitors don't just see landscapes, they also taste cultures. Cooperation in food festivals can strengthen visibility of both regions. Agri-food plus tourism is not only about image, but about opening new export channels, because every tourist who discovers our products becomes an ambassador for them in global markets. With a distinguished Bangladesh ambassador, you also talked about workforce development. As far as we know, Thessaly faces labor shortages in agriculture. Azerbaijan, with its younger population, does not face the same demographic pressures, but we are working on to modernize farming practices and upgrade skills for a new generation of farmers. By launching student and farmer exchange programs, we can address these complementary needs, revitalizing Thessaly's rural workforce while equipping Azerbaijani farmers with advanced skills and knowledge. And trade and logistics, last but not least, Kazakhstan ambassador talked about shortening the distances, basically between Kazakhstan and Greece. I would like to say that Azerbaijan sits at the crossroads of Europe and Asia along the middle corridor, which Kazakhstan and Azerbaijan are part of, and north-south transport links. Thessalian producers seeking to export to Central Asia or the wider Caspian region can use Azerbaijan as a gateway. Conversely, Greece and Thessaly offer Azerbaijan an entry point into EU agri-food markets. So, to translate words into action, I would like to suggest reciprocal participation in agricultural fairs and expos, in our countries to promote products and establish cooperation, and certification and standards cooperation, mutual recognition of global good agricultural practices and organic standards to ease trade flows. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you to Ambassador. And now, before going to the right of the audience to raise issues, I wonder whether the governor would comment or forward any of these points.
Yes, maybe the governor wants to make a comment or make a question.
The thing is that we are exporting goods to your countries, but it's not our ideal place of export, none of your countries. I would like to have some ideas from your side how we can collaborate and organize some export cruises to your countries, and to organize also to accept people from your countries which are engaged in food industry. How do you think about that? Exchange of people.
Thank you. Dear Governor, in my understanding, all three ambassadors, they are very much and they are very well aware about Greece. Greece is highly respected, and of course Thessaly. It has been a case study, I believe, to all three of them. In the meantime, what has been stated, in my understanding, it is that now it is the energy between, talking about the trade balance between especially Kazakhstan and Azerbaijan with Greece, where the agri-food sector is nearly not existing, or it's at the very, very lowest. On the contrary, to Bangladesh, we are talking about a country which is, okay, it is a developing country. It is 180 million people. It's really huge. It's really a lot. But definitely cannot be compared, I mean, to where Kazakhstan or Azerbaijan is standing economically. Now, I believe that that especially for the two countries being Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan, and because I know also your policy and your strategy, which has been deployed by Dimitri Tsetsilas and Natasha Damopoulou yesterday, I think that that because Thessaly has also the treasure of Meteora, it has the beaches, it has you know so many beauties, I mean, around Thessaly. I believe that might be, should you agree, you as ambassadors, representatives of countries, I mean, to discuss upon the issue of organizing some farm agri-food trips to Thessaly with specific delegates from your countries, so that to be aware, to get to know firsthand what's going on, not just about the hospitality of Thessaly, which is no doubt to discuss about, but also to explore the field visit and to see in practice what Thessaly can offer. This is what AgriBusiness Forum used to do abroad, and maybe we will also organize trips to your countries. So I believe that with your initiative, with the governor and your countries, you can just start working, on these kind of projects in order then to share knowledge and experiences to Kazakh or Azeri businesses to Thessaly, and then to start exploring means of cooperation and exports. So this is just an idea.
Mr. Moderator, if I may just jump in really shortly, because the governor has raised a really concrete question. And to be frank, let's indeed jump from theory to practice. I have my commercial attaché over here with me today. And right now we're actually working with one of the companies, the Greek companies, who has a good connections with the local food and agriculture businesses. And we are compiling a business mission right now. Hopefully within the next few months they will travel to Kazakhstan, meet with the key supermarket chains, when we have quite a few of them, of different level of pocket. And perhaps some businesses from Thessaly would like to join that mission. And I welcome and invite the Thessaly business to jump into this business mission and travel to Kazakhstan. We'll be more than happy to see them on board. Apart from that, I know that the Enterprise Greece and the CEF, these two entities, are planning to organize a business trip to Kazakhstan to accompany the Prime Minister Mitsotakis to Kazakhstan in the coming, hopefully in coming year. And it would be fantastic if, of course, the Thessaly region would be represented as well. So the ideal would be, first of all, to contact my commercial attaché. If you could task your team to get in touch, and we are sure we can take at least 2-3 companies on board. Number 2 is to reach out to CEF and the Enterprise Greece, because they are also compiling a list of potential companies to travel to Kazakhstan and to make expansion of their exports to our market. And believe me, the Kazakh business is ready to buy. By GDP, Kazakhstan has reached about $15,000 per year. We are the highest GDP per capita right now in the former CIS countries. We actually became the number 1 in our region. And the buying capacity of Kazakhstan is similar to what is in Greece. It's about the similar. So there will be quite a potential to export the numerous number of Greek products. And here is a concrete proposal. Thank you.
Thank you. And Ambassador Mammadov, maybe?
Thank you. Thank you, Governor, for the excellent question you posed. I actually mentioned it during my initial remarks that I see as a first step in order to bring, to bring our business people in touch, to bring closer to each other. The first step would be, in my mind, in my humble opinion, would be mutual participation, reciprocal participation in expos of fairs happening or taking place in our countries. I think this will be expos, fairs about agri-food, about agriculture. I believe both Greece and Azerbaijan have such fairs, numerous fairs taking place in our respective countries. And the best way is to send delegations to these fairs so that the people who are actually dealing with the production, or the people who are directly involved in agribusiness, agri-food industry, they can get in touch and look for opportunities for cooperation. So the first step would be this. And I also support what Yanis said about the agri-food plus tourism. I also mentioned this will be, let's say, an excellent opportunity to to project our countries to each other as a destination, not only offering how to say it, not only sea and sun, but also excellent products of the agri-food industry. And I believe Azerbaijanis will be gladly, let's say, joining such kind of projects. Thank you.
Thank you. Ambassador Shumona, will you?
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Honorable Governor, I feel very encouraged, and because I don't think so far any Bangladeshi agriculture delegation visited Greece, so I would be very happy to organize and to come to Thessaly and see for themselves what kind of collaboration and cooperation we can do with your region. I would like to tell you that we are a developing country, and our ability, I mean purchasing power, is limited. It is less than $3,000 US. So high-end food products may not be affordable from Greece to our common population. But what I can tell you that we can collaborate maybe in developing products which would be affordable to the mass market in Bangladesh. It would be a huge market, that I can tell you. And, but there is another problem, is that the distance between Bangladesh and Greece. So I know that feta cheese would be very, very popular in Bangladesh, but the distance, the difficulty in transportation, it would be a cause of concern. But I believe that if we start having talks, having delegations visiting Bangladesh and Greece, we would be able to find out a way. We were talking, our excellencies were talking about food security. I'm not very encouraged to say, but in the Global Food Security Index, we are on 84th place. And we are trying very hard. We are trying to give our growing population a nutritious diet and all that, but it is an uphill task. I believe that with the help from a friendly country like Greece, which has supported since our independence year, we will be able to bring some changes in our nutrition sector too. But I'm very happy, I'm very grateful to you, and I will start working together so that either from Bangladesh, a group can come and visit your region, or if you could set up a delegation to send to Bangladesh, I will be helping all out for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Chlapanida Christina. I'd like to know if the Greek products are affordable for consumers in your countries. Other words, are the Greek products for massive consumption, or are they premium products that only a few people can buy, can taste and enjoy? Thank you.
If there is any summary answer to that.
Well, if I may begin, but I think all the ambassadors will answer for themselves. As I said, the most popular products from Greece in Kazakhstan are olive oil, olives, and the feta cheese. And of course, by the time they arrive to Kazakhstan, they have to pay import tax. They have to take into account the prices for transportation. They have to take the price of the supermarket chain. So eventually, for the consumer, the price is going 50% up. So for the olive, for example, olives, let's take olives, simple ones, that the cost here about €2.5 In Kazakhstan, they cost about 5 to 6 euros, so it's double the price. So you cannot, of course, say that this is a product that is not available to everybody. Everyone can buy, but normally people opt to buy something that is a little bit cheaper. And I have to say that some of the neighboring countries to Greece are able to offer a slightly lower price. So that's why the Greek products I normally and usually take the shelf of more premium products, which is not bad. It's just, you know, it is less available to the masses, but the average people are able to buy, and those who know, they get it. Thank you.
No, what the governor says. Do you have any?
Το θέμα είναι ότι η Ελλάδα έχει μια αξία πρωτογενούς παραγωγής περίπου 6-7 δισεκατομμύρια, κάτι τέτοιο, νομίζω, 5-6, κάπου εκεί, 6, κάπου εκεί. Και οι εξαγωγές έχουν αυξηθεί, πρέπει να είναι τώρα στα τρόφιμα γύρω στα 13-14 δισεκατομμύρια.
13 to 14 million euros. Everything else concerns oils and fuels. Our exports to those countries, if we exclude Bangladesh, where we only export cotton, then we're talking about very little exports. So France, Italy, USA, China, and other countries that actually receive most of our exports. So our exports towards these countries are very limited. One thing that we export are, as has already been mentioned, olives, feta cheese. So I believe that we should push forward those delegations, exchange delegations, and discuss further about it.
I have noticed that all of you mentioned quite a lot of times the mean of connectivity, which is at the end of the day very, very important. Okay, we have also shared, we have exchanged views and information during the forums, the Balkans and the Black Sea Forum. Of course, IMEC will take long to be established. So till then, the thing is that we will have to see the fastest routes to connect Thessaly to the world, and now to Central Asia and Western Asia. Now, the thing is this, but because we have to be practical at the end of the day, I strongly believe that, that in cooperation with the region of Thessaly, and especially with the Department of Agriculture and Tourism, because Governor Kouretas is really a very is a person really devoted in excelling the agri-food sector of Thessaly. I believe you will definitely find the ways. In the meantime, I don't know if you have anything else to comment before going to the closure, please.
I just wanted to answer to the latest question regarding is it affordable product, a Greek product. I would say yes. I just would like to reiterate that in our markets you could find feta cheese, olive oil and olive, but also I forgot to mention this ouzo and tipuro. So this is also very important to mention that let's say our people can buy let's say Greek spirits in Azerbaijani markets as well. So it is not everybody, because tastes are different, you know. So that's the only reason why it's not for mass consumption, let's say. But otherwise, so somehow this, it's always so Greece. Let's talk about kiwi. I know that your kiwis are reaching South Korea, as long as South Korea. But and I know that in our markets we have also, let's say, kiwis coming from other countries. So you have competitors. Logistics is another factor, so that adds to the value. So these are factors which could be considered when an exporter exports its products to the market. And I believe that if, let's say, Greek producers can offer, let's say, their products on a reasonable price, I mean, of course, European Union is a natural market for Greek producers. Azerbaijan is a bit far. So taking into considerations is if let's say Greek producers can offer the same, let's talk about Lavraki. So if Lavraki comes to Azerbaijan market at a reasonable price, of course it will be massively consumed by Azerbaijani, let's say, consumers, because it is tasty, it is excellent product. So I believe that it depends on whether exporters would like to enter into this market. And Azerbaijan is a not big market. It's 10 million people. It's just like Greece. But we also, let's say, offer you an access to wider Caspian region, like our brothers Kazakhstan and others in Central Asia. So it's about, again, cooperation and communication. We should, let's say, expand our cooperation so that to find ways to bring more and more Greek products to Azerbaijan market, as well as in the wider Caspian region. Thank you.
So to this end, I believe, I mean, all ambassadors, Your Excellencies, you have the possibility to contribute to a fruitful dialogue, either from the workforce side, either from the, besides the energy, now to the agri-food and agri-tourism sectors. Now going to the end, it was yesterday we were kicking off this forum. Now, upon going to the end, I would really, first of all, like to express my sincere thanks to Governor Kouretas, to Mayor Mamakos, and the President of the Chamber, Mr. Yakuvis, for their precious cooperation in order to make, I mean, this forum happen this year in Larissa. I hope it would be, I mean, this cooperation to keep going in the future through the reports to be issued by the Department of Agriculture and Agrotechnology of the University of Thessaly. These reports will be shared, I mean, first of all, with you and with Brussels, of course, with the authorities. I would like also to express our thanks to Christina, Mangu, to Theodore, to the staff of the region of Thessaly, for instance, Ioann, Zoe, and Sotiria, and sorry for not able to remember all, for their support throughout, I mean, the forum, and of course our partners and sponsors who made, I mean, this forum happen. Definitely, it is a big thanks to you, Excellencies, for driving through, I mean, through the direction, throughout, I mean, the road Athens to Thessaly, in order to spend, I mean, this evening with us. Of course, we will have the honor to have you later on to the reception of the speakers. And definitely after 380 delegates subscribe to attend physically the event, it is, okay, we are in town, so we have, different shifts coming in, coming out. And we definitely have really to express our sincere thanks to you for having stayed with us till now. And now we can just have a drink outside. And thank you all.